People get ready, for the train is coming. Don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Welcome, viewing audience and listening audience, to the People Get Ready podcast with the political legendary guru, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. from Bibb's Record Shop. We will begin our podcast tonight with two famous quotes from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The first one is, there comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe nor politics nor popular, but he must take it because conscience tells him it is right. It may well be that we will have to repent in this generation, not merely for the neurotic words and the violent actions of the bad people, but for the appalling silence and indifference of the good people who sit around and say, wait on time. And we know that that is irrelevant for today, a message for today, because we have in our community, we have our civic leaders and some of our political leaders who are silenced about some events that's happening in our community. One is the St. Vincent Charity Hospital that was closed down, and we had over 900 people that lost their jobs, and also the Elijah Bryant senior citizen facility was closed down. We need our leaders. We need our leaders to come out and say something or put together a program and help those who have lost their job and help those in our community who need help, who need services, medical care in our community. Thank you. I want to say that we have one more quote. This quote comes from Congressman William Bill Clay from St. Louis, Missouri, and he states this: no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, just permanent interests. Let me say it again. No permanent friends, no permanent enemies, just permanent interests. If you're looking for a business opportunity, we have just the opportunity for you. I'm happy to announce Bibb Business Opportunity Grand Mall Opening. Bibb Business Opportunity Grand Mall Opening. It's opening with Snap Delivery. Yes, Snap Delivery has a great opportunity just for you. Just for you. It has the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program, ERC refund, $1.9 trillion. Did I say $1.9 trillion? $1.9 trillion. You can receive up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. The question is, who actually qualify for these funds? I can say that if you have a business in the United States, or if you have a nonprofit organization in the United States, you now qualify to receive a federal tax refund check. Oh, that's good news. Good news. Also, we have another grand opportunity for you today. I can't wait to get into this myself. It's a brand new health and wellness products. Start with the company. It's called My Daily Choice. My Daily Choice is the Amazon of MLM, health and wellness. They're going to start you off with the Fuel Factor. It's called Fuel Factor X. And what they do is you could put this into your gas tank and increase your mileage. And I can't wait to get it myself. And also they have cryptocurrency and prepaid travel information just for you. You can find out more about these great products and find out more about My Daily Choice. You can go to the website www.mydailychoice.com. www.cebibber. And let me say it again, www.myDailyChoice.com/CEBIBBSR. Go there for more information. You can call Mr. Charles E. Bibb's office at 216-681-1469, or you can call his mobile phone at 216-659-4619. Now we're gonna start our show off with the president and CEO himself, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. from Bibb's Record Shop. Come on, Mr. Bibb, take it away.
All right, thank you, Reverend Fair. Reverend Ben Fair, awesome job.
Yes, sir.
You right on top of it.
Yes, sir.
And do we have a program tonight? Mm-hmm. We got them coming all parts, north, south, east, and west. And we won't get delayed. We'll move right into it. Is Miss Joanne Holly in the house? Miss Joanne Holly.
She's on the line.
All right, we'll come back to Miss Joanne Holly. Miss Joanne Holly, while she's getting ready.
I was muted out.
You tell us that every week.
Yeah, I was. I don't know why I'm muted.
One week you're gonna say, "Oh, I better get." He gonna call me. I'm first.
See, I don't.
You're always first, Miss Holly. Number one.
I'm number one.
You're number one.
Okay, all right. But can I get to moving and shaking?
Yeah, you can get to moving and shaking. We have some wonderful guests in the house tonight, and they want to know what you're doing coming up in the business world. Miss
Okay,
Joanne Holly.
Thank you so much, and thank you.
Entrepreneur extraordinaire.
Thank you. And I'm trying to turn some more people to be extraordinary into this industry. Let me tell you something. I'm excited, and I tell you that every week, but I get more excited every day because this opportunity with current currencies is just blowing up, and people are understanding why it's blowing up. I didn't know why it was blowing up either, but the way they've got things set up, you have a chance to put your family in a financial situation. They don't have to worry about it no more. And we're going to be talking about that in the future. And also, I got something new for anybody that's in pain. If you got some pain, you need to come to the Pain Queen, because I got something that you can put on that will take the pain away right away and keep it away. So we want to talk about that because I run into so many people that's in pain. I mean, they are almost in tears in pain. There's no reason for that. You can get that pain out of your life and you can move forward. So we got two good things, and we're going to be teaching people this cryptocurrency will blow you away. You just got to get with the right group, and you just got to get training. If you get to training and understand how this is all put together, you will not be able to sleep. I'm going to tell you right now, I got some surprises and some other things I want to share with the panel and everybody else. It's going to blow you away. And Reverend Ben Fair, you keep moving and shaking. Every week you get better and better. All right. Thank you, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Miss Joanne Holly, businesswoman extraordinaire. Glad to have you on board and glad to have you at the start off hitter. Very good. Next on our program, Reverend Fair.
Yes, sir.
It's your turn again to bring us some hot news.
All right, Mr. Bibbs. Yes, sir. I'm ready for you. I have a report hot off the press all the way from Washington, D.C. The biggest moments from Biden's State of the Union address. Biden offered a reassuring assessment of the union's current state as it emerges from the COVID-19 pandemic with its lowest unemployment rate since 1969. The economy created 12.1 million jobs between January 21, when Biden took office, and this January, to which Biden remarks that more jobs were created in 2 years than under any previous administration during a 4-year term. Oh boy. But he acknowledged persistent high prices and continued anxiety about the future. And he referenced January 6, 2021, the attack on the U.S. Capitol and threats to the democracy process. 2 years ago, democracy faced its greatest threat since the Civil War, Biden said. And today, our democracy remains unbound and unbroken. The chamber fell silent as Biden introduced the parents of Tyree Nichols, who died after being beaten by police officers in Memphis, and called on Congress to take action on police reform. Also, President Biden said, ask parents to imagine if you lost a child at the hands of the law. Biden pointed out that black and brown families feel the potential danger of a police stop acutely. Most of us in here have never had to have that talk, the talk that black and brown parents have to have with their children. Biden told the House and the Senate Assembly before him. Biden also announced that his budget to be released next month will cut the nation's deficit by $2 trillion. Wow. Biden also called to raise taxes on the wealthy and extend more social aid, ideas that will likely be dead on arrival among Republicans. Biden highlighted the parts on the Inflation Reduction Act and lowered the cost of prescription drugs. Starting with January 1st, insulin for seniors on Medicare was capped at $35 per month. Biden also called for capping the price on insulin at $35 for everyone. One of the most heated moments came when Biden accused the GOP for wanting to slash Social Security and Medicare. Many Republicans in the chamber booed loudly in response, shouting no. And also Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was one of the most frequent hecklers of the night, yelled out, liar. So those are the biggest moments in President Biden's State of the Union address. Mr. Bibbs?
Yeah, Reverend Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Would you repeat again? What about the George Floyd bill?
The George Floyd bill?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he stated that he wanted Congress to pass the George Floyd bill because he had stated that. Let me say this: Biden asked parents to imagine if you lost that child at the hands of the law. Biden pointed out that black and brown families feel the potential danger of police stop accurately. Most of us in here have never had to have that talk, the talk that black and brown parents have to have with their children. Biden told the House and the Senate Assembly before, stating that those who are of European descent, they don't have to have the talk with their children, the same talk that we had to have with our children, to letting them know how they have to conduct themselves when they stop by the police.
Very good. Now we got a little problem.
Yes, sir.
Mr. James Barone Bell, I want you to come up next.
Mm-hmm.
At one time,
mm-hmm.
we controlled all three houses.
Mm-hmm.
The House, the Senate, and the White House.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't pass the bill.
Yes, sir.
Mr. James Jerome Bell, how many houses do we control now?
We control two, the White House and the Senate.
So, Reverend Ben Fair,
Yes, sir.
So that means we got to convince the Republicans to pass the bill, and we couldn't convince the Democrats to pass it.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
We got a little trouble there, Mr. Bibbs.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a little trouble.
Big, not little. We had little trouble when we control all three.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're under control two.
Right. Well, we
We
got,
got a big fight.
we got a big fight.
Big fight.
Big fight.
'Cause what's her name? Marjorie
Yes.
Taylor
Taylor, yes.
Greene.
Yes.
She's in charge of the bill for the Republicans. How you think she gonna vote?
Oh, she gonna vote Republican. She gonna vote.
You only vote yes or no.
Oh, yeah. Well, she gonna vote. Probably gonna vote no, Mr. Bibbs.
And that's how she voted before.
Yeah. Yeah, she.
But we had the Democrats, but the Democrats didn't vote yes.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Am I right, James Jerome Bell?
I just wanted to say that this
No,
is...
no, no. I said, am I right? But the Democrats didn't vote yes.
You're right.
That's all I need to know at this time. You coming up next.
You're right.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So we want our audience to know that we got a hard fight.
Yeah.
Excellent not town hall, but State of the Union.
Yes.
The president's heart is good,
Yes.
but the Democrats are weak.
Mm.
When they had all three houses, we didn't pass the bill.
Yes.
Now, it's Marjorie
Oh yeah.
Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan. Do you know who he is? James Jerome Bell.
He's a congressman from Ohio.
Right. And he's a chairman. In case you didn't know, Ms. Candace, he says everything is all right. We don't need no changes. All right. So that's just a little what we got coming over the next 2 years. I mean, bottom line, we got to get everybody involved to vote, to put
Yes.
people in that's going to vote what we want.
Yes, absolutely.
Going to vote our interests. So, Reverend Fair, would you read the Congressman William Clay one more time?
Yes,
'Cause I
sir.
want
Yeah, the quote
James
from
Jerome
Congressman.
Bell to listen real carefully.
The quote from Congressman Bill Clay from St. Louis, Missouri says, "No permanent friends, no permanent enemies, just permanent interests."
And that's what we're going to be pushing. We have to work on our concerns and our interests to move in interests of us. Thank you very kindly. All right. Mr. James Jerome Bell,
Yes,
you
sir.
have something to speak on. What are you speaking on, Ms. Candace? What is he speaking on? James Jerome Bell.
Mr. Bell is going to share some more information regarding the State of the Union address that was given by President Joe Biden last night.
Well, I had an opportunity to look at the State of the Union, and I was really, in a lot of ways, impressed with what the takeaways of President Biden. But I was a little disenfranchised when he didn't speak on myself as the realtor, the housing crisis, the affordability of homes, homelessness, and the general low morale of the American psyche. But I think that he's in a position where he has to galvanize all of the American people to really become a better America. And I also believe that with the Intel project, bringing the processing plant near Columbus, and also the bridge repair over the Ohio River, that he had a couple key points in the State of the Union in regards to Ohio. I know that the infrastructure bill and the Inflation Reduction Act are probably the key components of his administration thus far. I'm a little bit optimistic, and I'm gonna ride the horse that I came to the race with.
All right, very good. You are disappointed in the housing.
Yes.
Break that down for me.
Well, the housing crisis, we're going to have. They're predicting it to be worse than 2008, when they had the housing bubble and the market crashed. During the pandemic, housing prices went up 45%. So they were like super inflated. Now they've come down to earth, so to speak. But the people who were in those situations when they had more money during the pandemic have lost equity in their homes, and in losing equity in their homes in an inflationary cycle, it's like a double whammy, because now they have a less valued home and less money. So we're going to have to see what this administration is going to do, especially with Secretary Budget HUD and FHA and Fannie Mae and other entities of government that will make affordable housing a key component of the American dream.
All right. Now, Reverend Ben Fair and Miss Candace Jones and me, you talked about Intel, but we want to know what you talk about Intel.
Okay, well, Intel is the computer processing company, and they are building the world's largest computer chip company in the world, right here in Ohio, outside of Columbus, on 1,000 acres, and they're going to have approximately 10,000 jobs, 7,000 construction jobs, and 3,000 permanent jobs, with the average salary being over $100,000. So that's going to be a boon to the economy, but also we need workers that are going to be qualified to handle those jobs. So that's a big boon. So a lot of things that are happening in Ohio, because Ohio is where it starts.
Excuse me, Mr. Bell, you're right on target. We on one thing, Intel now. The Intel, they're going to be $130,000 jobs. High school.
Mm-hmm.
See, not just the complete college and higher education. 130,000 average, just high school. And do you know how much the Intel project is?
I'm not for sure. No.
20 billion.
Okay.
20 billion, Reverend Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a boom. That one's rolling. They're working on another one. Good job. Good job. That's what, and I'm glad to see you back with us. You had some challenges. You overcame them challenges. And I told you when we were in the car, you cannot hold a good man down. Welcome back, Mr. Goodman. All right. It's Candace.
Yes, so next on our agenda, I would like to share some information regarding SNAP partners. So the past several months and several weeks, I was speaking about SNAP partners and SNAP delivered. It started off as SNAP delivered, a food delivery service that launched in 2021. But since that time, they have added multiple different verticals. And the whole goal of the company is they want to give people an opportunity to make money without charging money. So you can register with SNAP partners for free, and you have access to all these different verticals to make money with. One of them is the ERC program, Employee Retention Tax Credit. Businesses can get a tax credit of up to $26,000 per W-2 employee that were affected by the pandemic. So we are having another convention. There was one in January that we had in Scottsdale, Arizona. The next one is going to be here in Ohio, because Ohio is on the map as far as SNAP partners go. It's going to be in Ohio, and it's going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio. The dates for that are April 28th, 29th, and 30th. That's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The host hotel will be the Renaissance Cincinnati downtown. So if you haven't made your reservations and you're interested in going, please do so. This coming Saturday, we'll have a business briefing and overview of SNAP Partners, what it is, how to get started with it, and you can also register for the convention at that time too. That will be this Saturday at 3 p.m. at Chandler Park, which is 17325 Euclid Avenue, on the second floor conference room, suite number 2011. Any questions, please call me, 216-570-4738. Thank you.
Very good, very good. A couple of questions. The conference in Cincinnati, Ohio, so there's going to be 2 nights and 3 days, correct?
Right.
Are you trying to get a bus going down?
So from the Cleveland, close proximity areas, we are trying to get a busload to go from here to Cincinnati. We're working on that now. We have quite a few that have already signed up and want to go on the bus. So if anyone is interested in going on the bus, please give me a call. We want to show our presence in Cleveland and Cincinnati as well. Also in January, there was a Midwest Regional conference in Dayton, Ohio, because Dayton was one of the areas that started off with SNAP delivered in Ohio. So that conference, the CEO came out and was greeted everyone there. So we want to show a presence from Cleveland and Cincinnati as well. So if you're interested in going down on the bus to Cincinnati, April 28th, 29th, and 30th, give me a call, 216-570-4738, and I can give you all the detailed information.
All right, very good. And it's Friday night. Is that a event? Has that been put together? Is that open to anybody for the first night?
The first night is usually they'll have a opportunity and business briefing event that night. So that will be the first night, that Friday. I don't have the details as far as the times yet. But another thing I want to bring up also is a fun activity and event. So most of you probably know Robert Johnson, the line dance king. He is also affiliated with SNAP Partners. He'll be going down to Cincinnati with us. So you know there's going to be some line dancing going on during that weekend event also. So it's not only an opportunity to learn about SNAP Partners and the business opportunity, mingle with those that have been very prosperous with SNAP Partners, but having a fun time as well.
Okay. Do you think you might have a flyer or something anytime near soon?
Yes, probably by next week.
Next
I have a
week.
flyer.
Very good, very good. Because we'd like to make a good presentation coming out of
Okay.
Northern Ohio. And I'm checking my schedule, trying to see if I want to see when you have a national organization and your conference come to your city, to your state, not your city, but your state and then to your city. That's a big one.
Right.
And so we'll be trying to get as much information as we can get. All right. Reverend Ben Fair,
Yes, sir.
I understand you next on our agenda and you have some information.
All right. Yes, sir. What we have next, Mr. Bibbs, is we had the FBI found no classified documents in President Biden's beach house. No classified documents were found during the FBI search of President Joe Biden's beach house in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware on Wednesday. Attorney for the president said in a statement that the Department of Justice planned a search of President Biden's Rehoboth residence conducted in accordance and cooperation with the president's attorneys has concluded. Biden's personal lawyer, Bob Byers, said, adding that the search was conducted from 8:30 a.m. to noon, consistent with the process in Wilmington, that the Department of Justice took further reviews some materials and handwritten notes that appeared to relate to his time as vice president. Boyer said FBI search President Biden's Rehoboth Beach house came amidst ongoing classified documents investigation. A source familiar with the material said no warrants were involved in the search, and the search was consensual.
Okay.
So Mr. Biden got cleared on classified documents in his Rehoboth Beach residence. So,
He got cleared, but he hasn't been before the committee yet
yeah,
of the House.
yeah.
Okay. What did you find out about former vice president?
Oh,
Pence.
Pence. I have no further information on Mr. Pence.
Where did you leave off at?
We left off at they initially the FBI have found, or the investigation have found that Mr. Pence had classified documents at his home as well.
His case is coming up.
Yes.
Okay. Sound like Mr. James Jerome Bibb. We got classified documents all over the place. And you're gonna, if you would stay on top of that for the next week and find out when the House committees will start to bring it in. So that's the OJ, the
Justice Department.
Department clearing it, but they want the committee. All of them have to go before the committee. That's going to be very interesting. What's happening with that? Okay, very good. Ms. Candace,
Yes.
who's next on our?
Our next stop will be in Detroit, Michigan. Coming live, we have Mr. James Panagos, who is going to share some exciting news about he's a Midwest expansion leader, but he's going to share some exciting news about My Daily Choice. You heard a little bit about it from Reverend Fair's introduction, but Mr. Panagos is going to explain a little bit more about it. Mr. Panagos, are you in line?
Yes, I am. How is everybody doing today?
Real good.
Very good, Mr. James Panagos. How things in Detroit, Michigan?
Everything's going great, man. We had actually a 50-degree day today, so everything was wonderful.
Okay.
Wow.
Before we get into your presentation, our engineer here at the podcast, he didn't get his gift yet, but then he told me he hadn't gotten in touch with you yet. And tonight we have Mr. James Jerome Bell. Would you give, and we have a young man's going to be here coming up next with a presentation. Give everybody your email so they can write this down, Mr. James Jerome Bell, for your own information. Mr.
James.
Wade, very good. And his name You ready?
Yeah.
Put it.
You want me to
It's,
give my email?
yeah, and phone number so they can get in touch with you and they get two gifts I want to give them.
Oh,
But I want to
okay.
make sure they have your address and tell us a little bit about the two gifts I'm going to give them.
All right. My email is G as in go, O as in Oscar, M as in Mary, uh, A is in Apple, B is in boy, I is in igloo, N is in Nancy, C is in Charlie at gmail.com. So go mob inc at gmail.com. And my phone number is area code 313-790-5979. Again, 313-790-5979. And the reason why Mr. Bibb wanted you all to have my uh, email and phone number is because he wants to give you a gift. Now, some of you on the panel, he sent the gift to you. You have not accepted it yet. And what it is it's an email that you're going to be sent, and it's going to have $100 in travel savings. Now, all you have to do is accept the email and create a free account, and you will have your own free travel portal with $100 in travel savings that uh, you could use on cruises, you could use on rent a cars, you could use on flights, you could use on restaurants, you could use on hotels, you could use on resorts, you could use anything travel related. You could use that on. Plus, it'll show you some very special offers on how you can participate in one of the hottest things out there and something very brand new, which is called prepaid travel, where you can get some very, very, very special deals that you've never seen before. So Mr. Bibb is giving you that. And on top of that, if you accept that email, he is going to give you a way to save money at the gas pump, where you can get an extra 3 to 4 gallons of gas per tank of gas. You know, it's amazing, and extend your engine life. You know, it's some great things. So Mr. Bibb has a very expensive gift that he's trying to give to people, and all you have to do is get in contact with me, or if you're on the panel right now, check your email for an email that came from My Daily Choice, and it says travel savings. All you have to do is accept it and just create that free account, and it's right there for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Panicus.
All right.
Good explanation on the two gifts that were given to them. And I want to remind you that these are absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up for the products and you get them free. And last week, Reverend Ben Fair, gasoline went up 17 cents a gallon last week. It turned around and went down, and it's going back up. It looks like it's not going to come down soon.
Well,
And
hey, Mr. Bibb, let me just
yeah,
share this with you. When it comes to the gasoline, the special gift that you're giving is a gasoline additive. And that additive is something very special. And I'll just share this with everybody. I use it in both my trucks. I got a brand new 2021 Grand Cherokee L, and I got a Mercedes-Benz ML 350. Now, my Mercedes, I usually have to fill up every week, and it costs me about $80, 80, and now gas is up probably $80 to $90 every week. Now, since I've been putting the gasoline additive in there, it usually tells me that before I put it in there, it says I have 398, miles to empty. When I put it in there, it goes up to 452 miles to empty. So I automatically, by just putting a little bit in there, it's just a little bit that you add to your gas tank. It automatically gave me, what was that, like almost 60 miles extra to my gas tank, and it gives you octane boost. And now I drove an extra. I usually have to fill up every week. I did the same driving, and I haven't filled up for 2.5 weeks in my Mercedes. Now my Grand Cherokee, that I usually have to fill up like every 4 days. I haven't filled up for a week and a half in my Grand Cherokee, and that's the big boy, the big Grand Cherokee L. So I'm telling you, we have something right here that will save a lot of people money, and it's safe for every engine. I'm talking about diesel. We're talking about leaded. We're talking about ATVs, lawnmowers, snow blowers, anything that has an engine you can use in it, and it will extend the engine life, and it's safe, and it is guaranteed. It comes with an insurance policy to protect your car. So I just wanted to share that with you, Mr. Bibb, just to let people know the value in what you are giving them.
Oh, I appreciate that, Mr. Panicus. Right before you do your presentation, uh, what kind of insurance or anything that the product guarantees?
Well, the company gives each and every person that uses it, it comes with $1 million coverage for whatever engine that you put it in, just in case anything goes wrong. That's how sure that they are that the product is safe and will give you great results. So each and every engine is covered up to $1 million.
All right, thank you. Now you can do your presentation, but you won't have to do the gifts as a part of your presentation.
All right.
Do
Well,
gifts. Go right
well,
ahead and introduce them
well,
to the
as we
product
talked
and the
about it,
company.
I'm talking about a company called My Daily Choice. My Daily Choice is a company that's been around for about 8 years. They're based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. This company is doing at about $200 million a year in revenue. They have a AAA rating with the Better Business Bureau. So we're not talking about a company that is a fly by night company. So, most companies, if they're within a year to 2 years, or even 3 to 5 years, most companies fail within their first 3 years. We're talking about a company that has stood the test of time and is a documented, good business standing. But what the most important thing about My Daily Choice is, they're already doing businesses over 138 countries worldwide, and they have a wide range of products. They're known in the industry as the Amazon of the MLM industry, because they are the house of brands, because they have brands like CBD, they have hemp clothing, they have, like I said, prepaid travel, they have the FFX fuel product, that gives you more miles and more octane to your gasoline. They also have something called Optimus, which is a waterless car wash. They have a crypto platform, which is one of the top platforms out there for people that want to learn crypto and Forex. They also have, which is their flagship product, is sprays, which is, a spray that you spray under your tongue that will actually help you lose weight. They also have one for vitamins. They also have one for detox. They actually have one that actually targets belly fat. They actually have, spray that's vitamins. I mean, they have a lot of different things that they do. They actually have a weight loss system called Body Melt. So they have a lot of different brands that appeal to anybody. And the most phenomenal thing about this company is it's totally free to sign up. The only money that you would ever have to spend is if you want to purchase any of the products from the company. So, to get involved with a company like this for free, that's incredible. Now, what's the amazing part is their compensation plan. See, they have a compensation plan that is a unilevel based compensation plan, which, allows for fairness. It is the easiest way to build, but they have a binary bonus that is a bonus part that maxes out at $2 million a month. And the the caveat to everything is our organization. We are an organization called Top Gun. Top Gun stands for Together Overcoming a Poverty Mindset While Getting Unlimited Income Now. See, our organization was started by a gentleman named Mr. Robert Louis Dean Jr., an African American gentleman who has made over $60 million. See, a lot of people will tell you about organizations, will tell you about opportunities and everything like that. But the difference is when you join opportunities, you got to be careful who you join, because the organization and the mentorship and the leadership is the key. We have all of that because our organization is documented, and we have documented 7-figure earners that will teach you a proven system on how to become successful. So I want you to understand, getting involved in prepaid travel, getting involved in weight loss, getting involved in the CBD industry, getting involved in all of these things is what everybody's looking for out here. And you can do this for free, and you have a chance to open up Cleveland and work with 7-figure earners that will come into your city and show you step by step how to do it. And if that interests
Okay,
you,
Mr.
Mr.
Panicus,
Bibb,
Mr.
I'm about to
Panicus,
tell him, get in touch with you, Mr. Bibb.
hold on. I don't want you to leave us. I'm going to use some time at the end, my time, and I want you to explain what's coming up this Saturday. But I got a guess. I want Miss Candace, would you introduce to our guests?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bibb. So we have a guest here tonight. I attended the job fair that was given by Ohio Means Jobs in January in Euclid, and there was a lot of businesses there. This gentleman was representing Step Forward. So I'd like to introduce Kevin Wade from Step Forward. He is the job development specialist, and the philosophy behind Step Forward is transitioning lives and strengthening communities. So, Mr. Wade, can you tell us about Step Forward and all the services that they offer and the various different locations? And thank you for joining us today.
Okay, and thank you for the invitation. I guess I'll start first by saying that Step Forward was formerly known as the Council for Economic Opportunities in Greater Cleveland, the CEOGC. And we changed our name to Step Forward about last year at this time, as a new rebrand. We have a new leadership, so they felt that was the time to do the rebranding. And the organization formed in 1964 in response to President Lyndon B. Johnson's War on Poverty, which established the nation's Head Start early childhood education program and numerous initiatives designed to empower individuals to move beyond the situation that they were born into or found themselves unintentionally a part of. So for more than 50 years, we have helped low-income individuals and families address and overcome the causes of poverty specific to their situations. So our services provided, I guess Head Start is our most, is the biggest service that we provide. And I don't know if our listening audience knew or know that we start working with parent and child at birth, and that is through our early Head Start service. Presently, we have 9 Head Start learning centers across the county. Then also another service we provide is emergency assistance. We assist eligible Cuyahoga County residents with the immediate needs like rental payments, clothing and food insecurity, transportation barriers, and more. We have even helped people who have had to have their car repaired. They need their car repaired to, get to work. And we also assist with energy issues, and that is largely through our HEAP office. Our HEAP office is located in its own separate building, and we assist Cuyahoga County residents through 6 different utility assistance programs and services to help pay utility bills. These programs are listed on our website. And then we also have a personal development service that provides individual counseling, family development, baby and mom support program, parenting groups, anger management, and domestic violence groups. The professional development service, which I'm a part of, focuses on employment and moving people to give them an opportunity to improve their lot. And so in our professional development department, we offer free computer classes where individuals can improve or develop their digital literacy skills so that they can actually perform the jobs that pay, the decent livable wage. Our most popular class is the Adult Basic Literacy Skills class, because that class works with individuals who have little or no skills, and seniors really gravitate towards that class. And then we also have classes where you can earn certificates, customer service, and Microsoft Office Suite. We also provide employment services where we have an employment specialist who conducts a job readiness workshop, and that usually lasts a week, where she will assist individuals to develop or update their resumes, interview skills, cover letters, to prepare them for the job search. And then once completed, she will work one-on-one with the individuals to help them find the job that they need. I, as a job development specialist, my role is to develop and nurture relationships with area employers, and I manage our job board and weekly publication of job leads that we email out to our community partners, groups, and individuals. We also host monthly job fairs, which I coordinate. We typically invite 2 to 3 employers to our location, our main office downtown at 1801 Superior, the old Plain Dealer building. We're on the 4th floor. And we do have a job fair that's scheduled for February 24th. This job fair will be a little different because we're working with Head Start, who is having a parent leadership training at the Marriott Cleveland East in Beechwood. And we're going to have employers and community resource providers at that event. So if you want to find out more information about what we do, I encourage you to visit our website. And the website is stepforwardtoday.org.
I thank you for bringing all that wealth of information with you. A lot of these things I didn't even know that services were available. And I did want to make the note is that you have a new office in Euclid here on East 200th Street.
Yes, ma'am.
What goes on? What happens in that office?
Our family development counselors are present in they're called neighborhood opportunity centers, and that's where people will go to get intake. We serve Cuyahoga County residents who earn below 200% above the poverty line. So at these neighborhood opportunity centers, that's where individuals can go to basically be intaked into our system and to be assessed as to what needs they have. We also have a neighborhood opportunity center in Warrensville. We just opened that. We're actually one moved from Maple Heights to Warrensville a couple of months ago on Richmond between Emory and Miles. And then we have a west location in Middleburg Heights on Pearl Road near the Southland shopping mall. So,
Okay.
yes.
Great report. Way more than we expected.
I'm
In
sorry
fact, it's
about
so good, we're going to have you come back again soon because I want you to explain the Beechwood job fair and other things that you can. Are you able to come back next week?
Next week? Sure.
Okay, because I want you to deal with the Beechwood and explain how you get in when you say 200% above what?
The poverty line.
What is the poverty line?
What is the poverty line? I'm not.
So you can figure next week.
I'll
next week,
have
don't
that
worry
for
about
you.
it.
Next week I'll have that information
Thank
for you.
Yeah, all right. Same time next week. Very happy because we're excited about this, and I share with Euclid that this is great because it stops people before they go all the way out of the game.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we want to try to do, is reverse the situation.
Yes, sir.
And good job. I'm glad that you went there that night
Yeah, right.
with
Excellent.
Roy Moore and the Stokes and the group out there,
Cordell Stokes.
Cordell
right?
Stokes and all of them together. We're going to book you back, and we're going to try to build that big one in Beechwood. Where's the location at Beechwood?
At the Cleveland Marriott, at the Marriott Cleveland East Hotel on February the 24th.
All right. Very good. That's because we'll put that as right a part of our Black History Month.
Okay.
'Cause we need the help. And thank you so kindly.
Yes, sir.
And it's Miss Sharon Penman. Miss Sharon Penman.
Yes,
All right.
I'm here. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing tonight?
All right. Bring us up to date, would you?
All right. So, Mr. Bibb, what I am bringing you all up to date on is the People Get Ready Juneteenth Extravaganza Weekend. This will take place, of course, the weekend of Juneteenth. We will be starting that off with on Saturday at the, I'm trying to pull up my notes here while I'm talking. Kind of closed out while I was waiting. Okay, so kicking off on Saturday, June 17th at the East Cleveland Public Library from 1:30 p.m. until 3:30 p.m. A family fun-filled day for everyone, kicking off our Juneteenth extravaganza weekend, followed by that Sunday, the next day, Juneteenth Father's Day dinner. We will honor our fathers and have them sit down to a beautiful full course meal to celebrate them on that Juneteenth Saturday evening. And that times and locations will be determined and processed and given to you at a later date. Following that, we will have on that Monday, on Juneteenth Day, we will open up with a parade, followed by festivities, a full festival, family fun-filled day with activities, games, food, all for your enjoyment and pleasure. We're asking that you keep tuned in to the People Get Ready podcast for dates and information for this fun film weekend extravaganza. Mr.
Thank
Bibb?
you, Ms. Sharon Penman. And we'll have you complete this next week.
All right.
And we look forward to you. And that's Mr. James Panicus. Mr. James Panicus,
Yes.
would you tell us what's happening Saturday with our national meeting?
Yes.
What time?
This coming Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our organization Top Gun with Mr. Robert Dean, the $60 million man, will be hosting a Zoom to talk about My Daily Choice. And Mr. Bibb is actually hosting that. Mr. Bibb will give you the information of where you can hear it locally in Cleveland, and he will give you the link that if you can't meet up with him locally, he will give you the link on where you can listen